Hello everyone, this is Ben Tech Code, and today we have a very special unboxing, the Pixel 4a 5G, the second part of the Pixel 4a generation, and part of Google's new flagship, push. So we're going to go ahead and open up the box and read off a couple specs, and then we'll take a little bit of a dive into the camera, and we'll have a conclusion of my feels. So let's go ahead and take a look at that screen, one of the most important parts. A 6.2-inch screen, it's 1080p at 60 Hz, Corning Gorilla Glass 3, and OLED. So it's a really good screen. I've watched some videos, I've played some games, it's really good. And the fact that it's 6.2 inches makes it feel more like a Pixel 4a XL than a Pixel 4a 5G. However, the 5G comes in with that processor, which is a Snapdragon 765G, which basically means the 765 is a little bit controversial, meaning that although it's not the best chip on the block, it's still a pretty good chip. And I'd say it has enough power to keep you going. It shouldn't be a problem. And the 765 has an Adreno 620, meaning that whether you are playing Among Us or you're playing Minecraft, you're going to have a pretty good gaming experience. And it has, of course, 5G. And although I don't want to comment on 5G, please don't make me do that. It will get you 5G. Sub 6 though, not millimeter wave, unless you pay for the extra Verizon version. That's a fun one. So it has about 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage. That is non-negotiable. And the cameras, of course, are 16 megapixel ultra wide, new one, and of course your regular 12 megapixel wide camera, and you have an LED flash with auto HDR, video at 4K at 30 frames per second, and the selfie camera at 8 megapixel, but it's still a really good selfie camera, don't get me wrong. So one more thing that I kind of want to talk about are the speakers and audio. So it has a 3.5mm headphone jack like all the Pixel 4a's. Thank you so much, woohoo. And then you have stereo speakers, and those stereo speakers are pretty good. By the way, if you want to connect USB-C headphones, you can, because of the USB-C port. So, Pixel 4a 5G. This is a very interesting phone, and I really do like it, and I think I had a really good experience with it. Even though I only had it for about a couple of days, the experience itself of a premium phone, even though it wasn't a flagship phone with flagship specs, was apparent. And even though it's not as expensive, it doesn't need to be. It holds on just fine as its own. There is no memory card slot, so you know, so no expandable storage, womp womp. Dimensions, it was a little bit thinner than I thought it would be, but the battery life was still pretty great. The milliamp hours on that battery life was about 3,885 milliamps, non-removable storage, and 18-watt fast charger on the box. And so the battery life was pretty great. I left it overnight from 75%, and I got 70% in the morning. A little bit of drain, but still really good thanks to that 7nm Snapdragon processor. So soon we're about to see a clip from the camera. And I think we're gonna see it soon. But look, the main thing you need to know before we move on to cameras is that the Pixel 4a 5G has great screen, okay processor, and as we're about to see, some pretty good cameras. And although the design is plastic, it's worth it. I think the 4a 5G will serve a lot of great people. So let's move into the camera side. This is the aftermath of the Pixel 4a 5G unboxing. There's a blue snowball over there, my nice little Android. I even have a new Among Us guy, he's over there. And all this stuff, it's right there. So this is 4K at 60 frames per second with the Pixel 4a. And this is Pixel 4a 5G at 1080p, 60 frames per second. And this is my desk. And so we have cameras. So this is the regular wide lens, they're labeled appropriately, and ultra wide. The ultra wide, by the way, has some caveats. So although it's amazing to finally have an ultra wide on a Pixel, you will see that I have trouble getting focus. with the ultrawide. It takes a little bit longer to process those images as well, but they still come out crisp and clean as any other ultrawide. Overall, the cameras are of course a pixel camera, but they're falling behind. You need more megapixels, you need more glass, and they're just not going to survive like this. So that's been it. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you next time. This is BenTech Code, signing off. This is BenTech Code, and do you want to support the channel and the blog? Well, now you can. This is the Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/BenTechCode. There you can sign up for my membership and support me on a monthly basis, or just buy me a coffee. Real quick, real simple, real easy. Go to buymeacoffee.com/BenTechCode for more information, and so you can support your favorite content creators like me. buymeacoffee.com/BenTechCode.